And one thing I was always worried about, I used to give talks about this during COVID, was the glaring strategic um, vulnerability of the U.S. with TSMC and Samsung on the border of North Korea and China, and both
Yeah.
countries threatening to take those over. So we'd lose 90% of our advanced nodes. So luckily, we've been able to have TSMC and Samsung move state of the art fabs to the US and successfully start them up. Those are all things that people didn't think that were possible or economically viable 5 or 6 years ago, but they have been done. So there's
Yeah.
two strategic things that have been accomplished both from the US stand side and from the Chinese stand.
I hadn't thought about it, but you do kind of talk about that in your book, at least, of them moving things close to move stuff close to the North Korean border. I think I'm mixing something
Yeah,
else up
yeah.
there. It was when North Korea was moving stuff towards the Chinese border to try to drag, um, if anything happened that would sort of drag China in as well, or make it think twice. But to your point, if you move a fab, or at least have a backup fab in the U.S., you move yourselves a little bit out of this like total standoff mode. You have maybe
Yeah.
more
I mean,
options, but
it would be an economic devastation if either of those countries would be, involved in a war.
yeah,
The fab
yeah.
capacity in South Korea or Taiwan would be economically devastating in the trillions, but it would not be from a military or strategic standpoint. Now it would not be as great of an impact to the U.S.
Yeah, like, it gives some options, I think. So
Yeah, you
that's
have options
yeah,
now. You have some leading edge fabs in Texas and Arizona.